Didik TV KPM.
Welcome back. You are now watching Level 2 on Didik TV KPM. Our subject for today is Mathematics DLP Year 6, where the topic is money. Alright, Teacher Kalai, shall we continue?
Yeah, Sean. Okay, that was awesome just now. What are the 4 terms we learned?
The 4 terms that we learned are the cost price, selling price, profit and loss.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, can you see the smartphone over there, Sean?
This one?
Yeah. What's the price?
Yes. The price here is 4,320
Okay, just a
ringgit.
simple test on you. If you want to have a profit,
Okay.
how much you will sell it?
I must sell it.
And before that, are you going to sell the smartphone?
Well, yes, I am actually selling it
Yeah,
right now. This is
okay.
a special price. Yes,
Yeah.
4,320.
Yeah, you want to sell it for profit. How much
Yes.
will mark up, or how much the price will fix it?
Okay, so this showing here is the cost price, right?
Yeah.
So if the cost price is 4,320 ringgit, if I want to earn a profit, it should be higher than the cost price.
So an example for that?
Example will be maybe 5,000 ringgit.
Wow, okay, it's a huge profit, I think.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
If you want to sell it for loss,
If I want to sell it for loss, maybe I'll sell it for about 4,000 ringgit.
okay, for loss you just give the reduced bit only. Okay,
Oh,
when you
yeah.
want to have profit, you increase high, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so that's the cost price and selling price. Okay, you want to explore more on terms?
Yes,
Financial
please.
literature. Okay. Now, you see there, the cost price of a camera is 6,000.
Yes.
Okay, how much is the profit? So to find the profit, we have to minus cost price from the selling price. Here we have formulas. Okay.
Okay.
So can you see it in the screen?
Yes.
So how much is the profit?
The profit is 3,000 ringgit.
After you minus the cost price, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Now, next, another example. Okay, it's a laptop which
Yes.
is cost 2,000, right? Okay, how much is the cost price?
Now, because the selling price is 4,500
Okay,
ringgit.
the profit they gain is 2,000.
2,000,
So they want the cost price.
The
So
cost
to
price.
find the cost price, you have to minus profit that you gain from the selling price.
Okay, yeah. And then here we have the cost price is 2,500 ringgit.
Okay. So the cost price is 2,500. That means it is lesser than the selling price because
yeah.
you obtain the profit.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Good understanding. Okay, next we have another example of smartphone. The profit of the smartphone is 500, right? How
Yes.
much is the selling price? And you see the cost price is
The cost price for this is 2,300. Yes.
Okay. So how much? How about the selling price?
So because like what Teacher Kala has mentioned earlier, the cost price is 2,300. If I want to sell it with a profit of 500 ringgit, I have to add that. So cost price, add the profit, and the selling price will be 2,800 ringgit.
Okay, you're right. Okay. Next, we have the scenario here. The two scenario here. The two hawkers here. Okay. One is the small hawker.
Okay.
And the other one is the, I think, what is that? It's about food, right? Okay.
Yes.
So what is happening there that day?
So here, the capital spent for selling chendol today was 129 ringgit. The sales for today is only 85 ringgit.
No, from the picture, what is happening on that day?
Oh, okay. So I see it's actually, it looks like it's raining.
Yeah, it's a rainy day, kids. Okay, what will happen to the small hawkers like that? So they might
They might have less customers.
Less customers and they might face loss, right?
Yes.
Okay, we see the example here. Calculate the loss incurred by the chendol hawker. Okay, to find the loss, Sean, we have to minus selling price from the cost price. Okay,
Yes.
because why? It is a loss. So of course the selling price will be lesser than the cost price.
Yes, correct.
Okay, we have to understand on that. Okay, so we minus 85 from 129. We have 44. That is the loss of the chendol hawker is 442. Okay, sorry, 44.
44.
Right, 44.
Okay, 44
yes, 44.
ringgit. Yes.
Okay. Next. Okay, these are the formulas, students out there. Okay, Sean, can you read the formula?
Yes.
To find the selling price?
So for selling price is cost price plus profit.
Yes.
If you're looking for the cost price, it's selling price minus profit. As for the cost price,
we have two
depends.
situations here. Okay, one
Yeah.
is we minus the profit. Okay, the other one is we plus the loss.
Loss.
Okay.
Okay. So this one here for loss, cost price is equivalent to selling price plus loss. And if we're looking for profit, again, I think this is also depending on whether they have profit or loss, right? So
Okay.
for profit is selling price minus cost price, and loss is equivalent to cost price minus selling price.
No, to find the profit, it is fixed because why? The selling price minus the cost price. Only then you can get the profit because the selling price is higher than the cost price.
That's
and
right.
same goes to the loss, the cost price minus the selling price because the selling price is lower than the cost price. Okay, got it, the formulas?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, next we move on. Okay, let's understand the terms, more terms. Okay, what is discount and what is rebate? Okay, any idea from you?
I assume that discount and rebates are the same, right?
Yeah. Okay, it's a deduction, right? Discount also you deduct from the amount. Rebate also you deduct from the amount. But the difference is rebate you deduct directly. Okay, for discount the amount deducted from original price and usually it is in the percentage. Have you visited the shopping complex, Sogo, Parkson? Okay, usually they have the year-end sale, sale, right?
Yes, correct.
Festival sales during the festivals. Okay, what you will see?
I usually see, discount 50%, discount 30%.
Of course, discount 70%, all the people like, right?
Oh,
they grab
yes.
for that 70%, okay? So normally we will see 10%, 50%, 20%, 70%, up to 70% you can get the discount. So it depends on the discount. Normally it is in the percentage. So that is the discount, okay? Students out there, you have to calculate the discount, okay? And then rebate, you just deduct directly, okay? Deduction from a total payment or partial refund of money after a purchase of goods. For an example, you see the LCD projector, okay, in the screen. So they give you rebate for, let's say it is around 5,000. They give you straight away. They give you 250 rebate. So you just minus the amount directly. Meanwhile, for discount, you have to find how much is the percentage, and then only you have to deduct from the total amount that you have to pay. You got it, Sean?
So that means, if correct me if I'm wrong, so discount is always shown in a percentage form, but rebate is directly the amount that will be deducted.
Both are deduction from the total amount that's supposed to pay. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Next, bill. What is bill? This bill all categorized under documents. Okay? Okay, so normally what is bill? A written statement of any purchase of goods or services received. You can see here, the examples are...
this one here.
Yeah, okay. And receipt? Receipt is what? An evidence of payment made, right? Okay. Where you can get the receipt normally?
Normally, after I've make a payment, let's say for example, or during a sale in a supermarket or a shopping complex when I purchase a shirt. And after I made a purchase, after I've paid for the shirt, I will receive this small piece of paper, and I think that is a receipt. Is that correct?
Okay, yes, you are right. Okay. How about invoice?
Invoice.
Is this a new term for you or?
Isn't it the same, invoice and receipt?
Yeah, that's the confusion here. Okay. What's the difference between receipt and invoice? Invoice is the information of goods or services supplied to the customer and the total amount that need to be paid by the customer that is recorded in detail. That is the difference. Okay. For receipt, you just get your total payment. Okay, what's the goods? Okay. In invoice, you have the full detail. Okay. The recorded detail. Okay.
Yes.
Next. Okay, this is an example of invoice. Okay. Now, service tax. What do you understand about service tax?
Service tax, I think normally if we go to a restaurant and we order food, there will always be this extra service tax. So I think this is something to do with anything that has to do with service.
You have to pay a small amount that for the services that you receive. Normally in your, as what Sean said, like in the restaurants or in the hotels, okay, whereby we receive the service from the people, okay? So tax that needs to be paid for the service provided by a certain business, okay, such as hotels and restaurants, okay? So that is service tax. Okay, normally how many percent you have been
If I'm
charged?
not mistaken, it's about 10%.
Oh, it's so high, 10%. Are you willing to pay 10% for the service that
If the
you
service
received?
is really good, then yes.
Yeah, okay. Normally it starts from 6%, right?
Oh yes. Oh
Yes? Okay.
yes.
Can you show the tax here from here?
For
Examples. Okay.
Okay, so this one's here.
It's from here. Okay.
This one.
It's circled there. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just
So
going
can
to lift it up and
can
show
you
it to
say
the
what's
camera.
the circle there?
So here you can see there is a 5%. Is this the one?
It's tax, right? Okay,
No,
5%
yeah.
tax.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so that's an example. Okay, next we move next. Okay, you can see it here. Okay.
Okay.
In the screen shown, there is a service tax. Okay. The food costs only 45 ringgit 80 cent. Why is the total payment is about 48 ringgit and 55 cent, Sean?
Oh.
Normally kids will ask that.
Yeah.
Okay, right? As a parent, we have to answer for them. Okay.
Yeah.
The total cost is only 45.80, but why we have to pay more for that?
Oh, because of the service tax.
Yes. So as a parents, that includes the service tax of 6%. Okay. You can see in the screen. Okay, 2 ringgit 75 cent is the service tax, which is charged as 6%.
Okay.
Next, what is interest and what is dividend?
Okay. This is.
I remember the bank officer tell to
yes,
you.
correct.
Okay, they're
So this
giving
is
the
the-
highest interest in the bank, right? Okay. So what is interest, as you understand?
So if let's say we're relating it to a bank, when we save money or we keep money in the bank, we'll receive some sort of return from the bank itself. So that's always in a percentage,
It's only from the bank. Okay. Kids out there, you should remember that in year 5 you have learned about saving and investment. Okay, so under savings it comes the interest. Okay, so an amount of money received on savings kept in the bank, so it could be 2%, it could be 1.5%, and it could be 6% and more than that. Okay, could be 10% also. It depends on the capital that you save in the particular banks. Okay,
Okay.
if your amount is big, so you will get the higher interest.
Okay.
And how about dividend?
That's a good question. I'm not so sure.
Dividends comes under investment. Okay, savings and investment. You already know what is saving and what is the investment. So for investment, we get the dividend. It's also amount of money that we receive. Distribution or part of the company's profit. They distribute part of their profit to the customers. Okay, normally it is in the private limited to the shareholders. Okay, what I say as the customers, okay, or shareholders based on the percentages on the shares that they owned.
Okay. Yeah.
So which is higher?
I think it depends though. I think dividends are higher because
Yes.
if the company of which we have the shares has a higher earning, that means we receive higher dividends.
Yes, okay, compared to the interest, dividend is higher in return. Okay, you got it?
Yes.
Okay. Next, we move on. Okay, asset. Do you normally listen what is asset?
Yeah, I always heard of the word asset. What does that mean?
Okay, asset means something that you own.
Okay.
How much cash do you have in your purse now?
Maybe 15 ringgit.
50 ringgit.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so that is your asset
Oh, okay.
currently. Okay, that's something that you own. Okay.
Yes.
So like cash, land, and properties. Okay, look at the examples here. Okay, what are they? Can you tell me?
We have savings,
Yes.
a car, cash, land, house, and jewelry.
Okay, savings in whom? In your piggy bank or in the bank. Okay, outside there. Car and house, you have to settle the payment fully. If you're still paying monthly the installment, is it
Yes.
comes under asset, Sean?
Paying? I think so.
I said that's something you own fully.
Oh.
If you're still paying the installment to the bank, that means the car is still under the bank,
I
right?
see. Okay, so
So
then
it's
that's
not
not
yet
an asset.
your own
So
asset, right?
Only something that belongs to us.
Yes, that means if you
Okay.
fully paid for your car installment, your house, then it becomes your asset.
I see.
Okay, nowadays people like to buy a lot of jewelries, golds, okay, for their asset and also land. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Do you understand what is asset?
Yes,
okay,
teacher.
Now, let's move on to liability.
Ah.
So what is liability?
So based on what's on the screen, so it's a financial liabilities or debts.
Yes, it debts. Do you have debts, Sean?
If I were to owe someone, that would mean
Yes.
debt, right? So if let's say I
Sure,
have,
yes, I can say yes. Why?
because I have a car and I'm
Yes,
still paying the
because
bank.
Sean is having credit card.
Oh, yes,
you're
that's
right.
true. Yes.
Okay, we look at the examples, Sean. Okay, can you say out?
Okay, so we have education loan, house or car installment.
Installment, yes.
So we have credit cards,
Yes.
Insurance, outstanding bill, and tax.
Tax. Because why? Tax and also the insurance we are paying installment, right?
Yes.
Okay, either you are paying monthly, quarterly, annually, so it's still you are paying, right, until it not yet reach the maturity, right? So it
Yes.
comes under the liabilities. Say, let's say you got your insurance fully paid maybe after 20 years. So once you get the maturity fund, it comes your asset.
Asset.
That's the
Oh,
difference. Okay.
okay.
And car and house, it's still under installment. It is a liability. That
Yes.
means you are responsible. You have to pay until the end, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay. So that's about asset and liability.
All right.
Understand that?
Understand, teacher.
Okay, you're a good student. Okay, this is an example of asset and liabilities. Okay, formula, you see. We have two persons here. One is Puan Liza and the other one is Encik Razik. Okay, can you tell me which is the richer person?
Oh, looking at this here, I believe
You have to
it
do
will
the
be
comparison between
the assets
the
and
asset
liabilities,
and liabilities.
right?
So, what you can tell about who's the richer person?
I think it's Puan Lina because her assets are higher than her liabilities.
Yes, you are right. Okay, even though Mr. Rafiq got 250,000, but his liabilities are higher than Puan Lina. So in this case, we can tell that Puan Lina is the richer person because once your liabilities are lesser and lesser, you become rich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So kids, you must know. Okay. So what do you prefer now? Asset? You want to own more asset or you want to have more liabilities?
I want more assets.
Okay, that's a good character of an entrepreneur. Okay. Now we also have insurance. Okay. What is insurance?
So I think this is something to protect ourselves
Do you
or
have
our
insurance
family.
policy?
Yes, I do.
Yes, okay. People normally they have insurance policy, and nowadays in the pandemic, okay, we should have insurance policy, right? Do you agree with me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. For further explanation, insurance is a type of monetary tool bought to protect oneself from from any accident, okay, and also gives protection if something bad were to happen to the person, like what? Like
Maybe
incident, like
accidents.
sickness, okay,
Yes.
or not only for the personal but also for the family and their belongings. That means their goods, okay.
Yes.
Okay, later we see what are they. Okay, it could be short term and long term savings, okay, and types of insurance we have two: life insurance and general insurance. General insurance cover to the properties like motorbike, house, tourism, and personal properties.
Okay.
So do you understand?
Yes,
Insurance.
teacher.
Okay. We also have takaful. In Malaysia, we have takaful. So any idea about takaful?
I'm not so sure. Maybe you can explain it to me.
Okay, all the students out there, you have takaful insurance. Okay, so what is takaful? It's also an insurance coverage based on Sharia principle. Okay, that's why I say in Malaysia we have takaful. Okay, types of takaful are family and general. Okay, so for family we have protection and also for children education. For general, as what I say, for the properties.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now. So what is the importance of the insurance?
I think it's mainly for protection.
Yes, okay. To help reduce the financial burden of oneself in the family in order to happen even like loss or accident.
Okay,
It's
yes.
entirely to protect the, reduce the financial burden. Okay, now, time to test your
My
understanding.
knowledge? Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Can I have you here, Sean?
Okay, I'll just go over there. Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
All
okay.
right. So, what do we have here?
This is a task for you.
Okay.
Can you see the terms over here?
Yes, we
okay,
have
all the
a
14
lot of-
terms that I introduced. Okay, this is the definition.
Okay.
Now I want you to match it to the correct definition.
Okay, so the first one I have here is obtained when the selling price is higher than the cost price. Selling price higher than the cost price, that would mean that is profit.
Yes, where is the profit?
Inside
Yay.
here. Next one, the amount deducted from original price in percentage. So this is about deduction, but in percentage,
Percentage, yes.
this would mean this is discount.
You got the hint word correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, proud of you.
Okay, so the next one that we have here, let me just bring it forward. And evidence of payment made. So I believe if it's evidence, this should be a receipt.
Yes, receipt.
Receipt.
Comes under
And that one
document.
is here.
Yes.
Okay, so let's put this here.
Okay.
The next
Keep
one I
on
have.
going.
debts. Oh, this is something that we don't want, but because it's something that we don't own yet, that would mean it is a liability.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
That's
so
the liability.
goes over here. Now for our
Yeah,
pupils who
keep
are
on
watching
going, keep on
online,
going.
can you guess this one? Distribution of part of company's profits. So this is something like an
Company's
earning,
profit, yes.
but it is not interest. This is dividend.
Yes, you're right.
Dividend is over here.
Okay, so far so good.
Okay, the next one, a written statement of any purchase of goods or services received. So this is a written statement. Statement means something that is a bit more detailed, I would believe.
Yes, but good and service that you
Yes.
received.
So this is an invoice.
Yeah, you're right.
An invoice would go over here. The next one that we have, an amount of money received on savings kept in the bank. Aha, in the bank.
Yes.
So this is the keyword that we have here that teacher said only in the bank. That would mean it is it refers to interest.
Okay.
So
Once
interest.
it sounds bank, you know already it is interest.
Interest
okay,
over
I
here.
help you. Okay.
Okay, the next one, deduction from a total payment after a purchase of goods. Deduction from total payment. So earlier we had deduction by a
Direct
percentage.
deduction, yes.
This one is a direct, would mean that is a rebate.
Wow, you can remember all the terms.
Oh
Wow.
yes. Next one, tax that need to be paid for the services provided by certain business. So this again, the word is tax,
Tax
and the word
there.
here is service.
Service.
Can you guys guess? That's right, it's service tax. Is that correct, teacher?
Yes, you're right.
Service
Okay.
tax is over here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have a few more. Going to go really quick. Obtained when cost price is higher than selling price. If cost is higher, that means we are at a loss.
Loss.
And loss goes
the loss.
over
Oh, yeah.
here. Thank you,
Okay.
teacher. Next one, price of selling a good. The keyword is right here. Can you guys guess? Selling, so this is selling price. Is that correct? Oh yes, correct. Selling price goes over here. We got 3 more. Price of goods obtained by a seller. If you're a seller and you
Straight away from
obtained
the
it,
factory, yes.
correct. So that's a cost price.
Yes, you're right.
Here.
Again. Yes.
Next one
And
will
we
be things that own permanently. Now, I know this one. It's an asset.
Yes.
Okay,
You're
asset
right.
is over here. And last but not least, the information of goods or services supplied to customer that is recorded in detail. This in detail then should be actually an invoice.
the invoice, right?
And this
Okay.
is the
Never
other
mind.
way here.
Okay.
So this
So
one here
read
again,
it
a
out.
written statement of any purchase of goods or services received. This is actually bill.
Bill. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this here.
Okay, and we
So-
have. Okay. All done.
So I put everything. So did I get it all correct, teacher?
Yes, you are very, very good boy today.
Yay, thank
and
you so much.
understand well everything. Okay, you understand all the terms, and I'm pretty sure all the children out there also you must you understand what about the financial terms that we learned today. We teacher introduced to you today.
All right. So because I've answered all correctly, how many stars do I get?
How many stars, kids, we can give him? I give him 10 stars.
10 stars! Wow! Thank you so much, teacher. And I guess those of you who guessed it correct as well also received 10 stars. And because everyone did so well, we're going to take a short break. Back to you after this on Level 2 on DLP KPM.